The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. Spoil yourself and your car at Spoiled. Kin Sporting Goods. They have all of your sporting gear needs, Letterman's jackets, and team uniforms. Boost Performance Training with Coach Ray Bass. Athletes of all levels and all sports are going to Boost Performance Training in Corona. Mike's Fitness Equipment. Check out the new storeroom on La Cadena. Quality fitness equipment at affordable prices. Mike's Fitness Equipment. And JoJo's Grill-A-Dog, located in the Mountain Grove Shopping Center in Redlands. Let's be frank, not all dogs are created equal. JoJo's Grill-A-Dog.
And welcome to a Friday night live stream of Inland Sports Impromptu. It's Friday night, and honestly, Jeff, we've got nothing better to do. We're quarantined, and we're just missing sports. Or that it's Friday night. Usually, we'd be at a college basketball game or high school football if it was the fall. But right now, we've literally got nothing to do. And once again, you are back in your bed.
I'm always in my bed. I'm in my bed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, I have to be in my bed because if I go out in the other room, I have 4 little kids here today that are driving me bonkers, Pep Fernandez. Bonkers.
It's tough where you are right now. You've got some kids over there. I can hear them screaming. Are they playing a board game or what are they doing right now?
They're playing Sorry right now, and you got a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, and 2 7-year-olds, and they're just battling it out. And you got the wife, Smetty Smedberg, in there. She's like the ringleader and has to make sure nobody fights or beats each other up. So I was going to tell you, there are sports, Pep, and I've been watching a lot of sports. I've been watching. Okay, so today maybe this is something new. I don't know if anybody has watched this, but there is. I got to get my hands away from my face. All right, that's real bad. Okay, but no, there's this thing. These guys dress up in hockey gear. Have you seen it? They get in hockey gear and they race around this ice racetrack, and it's like BMX biking on skates, and they battle each other as they go around. It's like a race, and it goes through it's like a car race. It's like a Super Mario game where they drive around those Mario Kart. but these guys are in hockey gear and they race around, and it's the coolest thing. I don't know what the sport's called, but it's if anybody who's watching or listening, tell me what that sport is. It was the coolest thing I ever saw. And then I watched a lot of bowling today. A lot of bowling replays. I couldn't tell because there was only like 9 people in the audience, anyways.
It is right.
Yeah, so I couldn't tell if it was new or if it was old. I assume it was older though, but no, it was the coolest sport I had ever seen. I want to get into it. Ice skating / hockey / racing. It was awesome. One of the coolest things I ever saw. So you need to look it up. Give me your sports story.
Oh, so I just saw this. I don't know. It was one of the websites. Just passing the time looking at these websites, and I want to say it was Taiwan, and they've got college basketball in Taiwan, and the women's tournament had their national championship game. I think it was, and they played it today or tonight. And in the championship game, it was like triple overtime. And the reason I clicked on it was because the poor girl had a chance. Her team was down by 1, and she had a chance to win it. She missed a layup at the buzzer that would have won the national championship for college basketball in, I think it was Taiwan. I'd have to go back and look. But I'm like, hey, A, I felt bad for the girl who missed the game-winning shot, but B, I thought, you know what? Some of these Asian countries are getting to the point where they're playing sports. I don't know how many fans were there, but they're getting to the point where they're actually playing games, which was kind of made me excited.
Yeah, now was this were there fans there, or was it played with no fans?
I couldn't tell. I think there were some, like maybe family members and, some, I don't know who they determine who's important enough to go to those games, but it wasn't like a packed arena. It was like essential staff, and I think there were some family members in attendance, but at least they were playing the games.
That's always key. I'm thinking about starting my own neighborhood games. Well, I don't know what we could do. But we're going to do something, I think, with the neighborhood kids. Maybe from I saw kids playing badminton today.
It's hard. Wow. It's hard out there.
Yeah, I wanted to go out and play badminton with the youngsters. I did take my dog for a walk. That was the highlight of my day. I had pretty good food. I had ravioli. I'm having some homemade spaghetti on Sunday. I don't even know what day it is. Today Friday?
Today's Friday.
Holy cow!
It is, right? Like now I'm second guessing myself.
We've been doing this for 2 weeks.
Is that it?
That's it. Just over 2 weeks. It's like a vacation time. But man, I'll tell you what, I just want to get back to work. I want to get back to seeing kids. I want to get back to real life again. It's just not been the same. I can't watch. Hey, did you watch Tiger King yet?
No, I didn't.
Tiger King? Okay, listen. I did tell everybody to watch it, and I think they probably do need to, but don't watch it with children. I didn't realize it was that dark and depressing.
Oh, is it that bad?
Well, just don't watch it with kids. If you have kids under like 15, maybe, it's brutal. It's brutal. So it's like TVMA. It probably should. I don't know. It was brutal though, but it's a good show. And I want to grow a mullet. That's my goal in life, is to grow a mullet, and I want to have a big cat of my own. I have a dog, but I want like a cheetah or something. Now, have you binge watched anything? Today we were watching Harry Potter.
Oh, were you really?
Yes, it was Harry Potter Day because my kids here, and as we just sit here and talk, my wife reads to Johnny, and they just finished, I don't know, one of the books. So we're going to watch another one of the movies tomorrow. So we watched 3 movies today, and then we're going to watch another one tomorrow.
Well, you know what I did today was my wife Tara. She's into that. They call it it's bar, BARRE, bar yoga.
Yes.
So she had the whole family doing a bar class in the living room today.
I did some yoga last couple weeks.
Did you?
Did you do the downward dog?
Yeah.
Were you professional at it? Did you look good doing it? No.
Not
at all.
No.
Oh,
I was hurting, man. My hamstrings were like jello.
See, I am like a human rubber band. I can put my nose to my knees, standing straight up. Still, I'm very, very limber. Don't get it weird. I'm very limber. Hold on, let me cough. Let me cough into my arm. Okay, I'm fine. Don't worry. It was just.
So you're coughing and you're touching your face. Those are like 2 no-nos.
2 no-nos. But see, I did cough like this, though. I coughed into my elbow.
You did that
but
correct.
I do have a sore throat. Do you think people should be worried?
If you do what?
I have a little sore throat. Think people should be worried about me?
Listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional, but I think sore throat is not a symptom. Uh-oh, I think we might have lost Jeff. I think his shot froze up here. Jeff, are you still there? Oh, Jeff. Big Jeff. All right, I think we lost Jeff. Let me see if I can come over here. I'm going to end his call. And let's try to call him back and see if we can get Jeff back on the line. I think it froze over there with his mug. Come on, Jeff. Again, this is not your traditional inland sports show. This is more of just a live conversation, just hanging out and talking sports. I will say that, there's going to be a lot of information coming on sporting events that were postponed and then rescheduled, and we're going to figure all that out in the coming weeks. But for example, like the Riverside Sport Hall of Fame, it's usually that first Monday in May. It's been pushed back to the first Monday in November, which would be November 2nd. So we're hoping to I think that's far enough out that we all feel confident and comfortable that, hopefully things will be way back to normal, at least by the time we get to November. I heard something from Kirk Herbstreit today, which is very sad, very depressing, that he thinks that there's a good chance that we won't have NFL college football this fall, which probably means the same for maybe high school football, if there's no football or sports this fall, which would completely wipe out as well. The Major League Baseball season, NBA. I mean, if he's that insistent on how bad it's going to be in the fall. But again, that's Kirk Herbstreit. He's a college football analyst. He is not a medical professional. He's not on the front lines. He doesn't have the inside information. That's just his personal take on it. But that kind of grabbed some headlines today as we're kind of all scrambling to find things to talk about sports-wise. And, of course, a lot of people gravitated towards that statement from Kirk Herbstreit because it was just so outlandish. Hopefully he's wrong. Hopefully he's not right. Where is Jeff? Let me text him. Right here. Jeff, where are you? We are live right now. See if he writes back. Hopefully he's doing all right. He was coughing for a second and then he was just gone, right? So come on, Jeff. This is a live stream to talk some local sports here. Not necessarily here in the Inland Empire because there's not really a lot going on, but I know a lot of high school football coaches and whatnot are trying to get their seasons going as they practice social distancing, right? So they're like Zoom conference calls and doing a lot of stuff over the phone and whatnot. So, I guess there are ways, if you can be innovative and creative, to find ways to still get prepared and do things so you feel like you're not being stagnant. You're actually pushing forward and getting ready for the football season this fall without actually, seeing your other players and coaches in front of you. So let's see. Let's try Jeff again right here. Because I have seen a lot of high school football coaches on Twitter posting videos about workout routines and ways that you can stay fit. And that's a great way. Ray Bass at Boost Performance Training, he's doing a lot of that stuff with his students at Boost Performance Training. Again, because Boost Performance Training is a private school, so they're actually doing their school courses through a computer, through online courses. So they're still doing school. Obviously, there's no one in the gym right now, but they are doing ways. I think like a lot of schools, if you have like a PE class, Boost Performance Training is doing videos, and their students are being able to watch them at home and basically kind of replicate what Ray Bass is doing at the Boost Performance Center. So again, a lot of people excuse me, thinking outside the box, being creative, innovative, to keep, again, pushing forward and still finding ways to not be stagnant, not sit at home and watch a bazillion hours of TV. Even I feel a little guilty. I feel like I should be doing something to get ready, for the future. I have done some yard work. We've got caught up in some things around the house, but I feel like I could be doing so much more. I could be doing something, I don't know, get ready for football season. I mean, there's probably a million things, and I feel like there's something I could be doing just so I can get ahead. I always feel like if I could stay ahead, that's best case scenario, right? So you can stay ahead and not fall behind. And this is a perfect time because we literally just got nothing going on. So Jeff just texted me. He says his internet has crashed. So I feel so bad for Jeff. Can you imagine being quarantined and having no internet? I don't know. That sounds pretty hard. I know there's a lot of people out there going through much more serious things, but if we can just kind of take a moment to laugh at Jeff. No internet and quarantined at home. Let's see. Let me write him back real quick. Oh, man. That's rough. Big Jeezy. Just send him a text back. So here's the plan. What we're going to do is, again, all sports have been halted. There's not a whole lot going on, but we will find things to talk about. Maybe we can start talking about the high school football season, teams to watch, players to watch, a team that might have the best chance of winning a CIF championship. There's a lot of things we can talk about. Coaches, high school football coaches in new places. The coaching carousel is always spinning here in the Inland Empire. So there's a lot that we could still talk about in terms of high school football here coming up in the Inland Empire this fall. And, and again, like, for example, Major League Baseball, there will be a trickle-down effect with the minor league teams in the California League here in the Inland Empire, including the IE 66ers, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, Lake Elsinore Storm. When will they be back on the field? Right now, the Diamond in Lake Elsinore is actually a coronavirus testing location. So, I mean, it's just crazy to think where we're at right now, but we're still staying optimistic that we're going to have the Cal League baseball season and the Major League season, for that matter, at some point this spring going into this summer. So Jeff is out. I'm going to wrap this up. Again, this was just impromptu. It was just like, man, we are bored. It's Friday night. We got nothing to do. We've got no college basketball games to broadcast for CBU or UCR. We've got no high school games to go to. It's not high school football season, obviously. So we were like, man, let's just hop on and talk a little sports live right now on YouTube. So anyways, guys, we'll be back on Wednesday at our normal time for the Inland Sports Show. Wednesday, 6 p.m. If you missed our show from last week, you can still hop on the YouTube channel and check that out. We had a lot of great guests. Trent Rush from AM 830, Rashawn Haylock from Big West Basketball. He's broadcasted a lot of games there. And we had Cal Baptist baseball skipper Gary Adcock as well. So it was good to talk with Gary Adcock about the season that was and what it means for the CBU seniors, Will they have a year of eligibility restored? Will they enter the Major League Baseball draft? And the Major League Baseball draft, I heard, might only be 5 rounds. That could be altered in a massive way, depending how long this quarantine, because of the COVID-19 lasts. So we'll have to see how that kind of plays out. So there's a lot going on. So it was great to have Gary Adcock on the show. Next week, again, we'll probably invite a couple more guests on. And we'll just talk here live on Skype, and we'll do what we can here to kind of continue to talk sports. There's so much seriousness going on in the world, and for good reason. But once in a while, it's nice to kind of give your brain a break and kind of get back to some normalcy. Talk about some sports, kind of forget about what's going on outside your front door, and just think about, man, Who's going to win the NBA title? Will the Clippers and Lakers meet for the championship? What do you think about the Dodgers and Angels? Their freeway series chances as the Major League Baseball season will hopefully be starting soon. And again, it's always a good time to talk high school football. There's so much going on. Teams moving to new leagues, new head coaches in different places. So we can always find something to talk for local high school football. So again, Jeff is fine. His internet crashed. So he is quarantined with no internet. And those are hard times. My name is Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time. You know what? Who knows? We might have another impromptu live stream on Inland Sports at some point over the course of this weekend. So we'll try to push it out on Twitter. Of course, everything lands here on the YouTube channel as well. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. We've got over 2,000 subscribers. We're looking to build that as well. And again, I know you've got nothing else to do. I don't either. We're here just chilling at home, trying to make the best of it. Stay safe and be well, everyone out there. And we'll talk to you again real soon here on Inland Sports. Good night, everybody. And good night, Jeff, out there somewhere with no internet.